Finally, our summer blooming snapdragons are blooming. Yay! Look at them. They're so beautiful and they're so pretty and they're so beautiful and they're so cute and they're so beautiful. Anyway, if you are new to growing snapdragons, there are 4 groups of snapdragon. The group 1 bloom in early spring. Group 2 bloom in mid-spring, group 3 in late spring, and group 4 in early summer. And that's why I grow so many different varieties of snapdragons, because I want to have them bloom and I can harvest them from early spring to early summer. And if you want to learn more about varieties, about the groups, you can check out on johnnyseeds.com, and I don't get commission from them because I don't think they ever pay anybody, but I want to be helpful to you guys, and I like really trust them. All my snapdragon seeds here, they are from Johnny Seed, and they are so reliable, and I have very success with Johnny Seed, and they have so much information in the website and also beautiful photos. So if you want to learn more, you want to check it out. Okay, I have heard a lot of people are saying that I can't start flower garden or cut flower garden yet because I don't have space. I have to wait to make the space, to make the flower border, flower row. And I am like, maybe that's not true. I mean, I'm not trying to offend anybody. I often myself saying that I run out of room, I don't have any more space to grow anything. But that's not true, because when I think about people who live in a small backyard, but they manage to grow so many things, including flowers. A few months ago, I ran out of room for growing snapdragon, and I have one seedling left here. So I got it here in this little small pot. And look at this pot, doesn't require a lot of space at all. Because my flower gardening addiction have been going out of control lately, I ran out of the space in my garden that receive full sun. So I have to, use a lot of containers and pots to grow cut flowers. Something like tulips, very successfully. And what else? Pansies, very successfully. Ornamental grass, very successfully. Even the roses, the first time that I grew them in a pot and they bloom, oh my God, like crazy because they receive full sun in this little patio. By the way, this little guy, oh my goodness. Do you remember months ago I took a cutting from that snapdragon and then I just stick in this pot and I just spread it, water it from time to time. I didn't do anything and it didn't do anything at all until now. Let's see what's going on inside. Whoa. Aww. And here we go again. I don't know what to do with this young plant, because I run out of room in my garden. So I think since this ranunculus is not doing well, and I think they are going to bye-bye soon because they can't handle the heat. So I will just stick it in this pot. Just stick it there. I don't know. Chip. My canary zinnias that I have been collecting the seed and doing trial for 2 years, they are blooming. And look at this one. This is my favorite color. This is, I don't have the name for this one yet, but I number it I label it 2404, which is the label that I track on the seed packet. So I know that next year I'm gonna grow this number again. This is crazy. It has the coral color in the center, and then on the mid side, in the petals in the middle is like coral to pink, and then the outside is pink. It's just so beautiful. And I label this one as 2404. This guy is not so hot. I don't know why. So I'm not gonna grow this group again. And this group is 2406. That's mean 2024 and seed the group number 6. Also have this one, which is beautiful, but it's pretty common, so I'm not gonna keep this group. Our calendula are just unbelievable. They keep blooming and blooming. So I keep cutting them. But I don't have any order this week, so I'm gonna deadhead them to make sure that they rebloom again. If you don't deadhead them, they're going to send a signal to the plant saying that, hey, I already have next generation, I don't have to bloom anymore. So we wanna trick them by keep deadheading them, make sure that they don't go to seed, so they keep producing flowers. You can let them go to seed and you will collect the seed and share with your friends later. But I am not collecting the seed now. I want them to bloom in my garden as long as possible. Then I will collect the seed later. This is bad, see, it's about to produce seed. You don't want that to happen. That guy right there is a special variety calendula, and I separate him from his friends right there on the end there because I want to collect the seed. Look at how full, how big, how bold it is. And I'm having it here lonely because I want it to produce the seed that will be true to this variety. If you grow two varieties or two colors next to each other like this, there are high possibility that they will, have sex. They will the bee will cross-pollinate between two varieties, and the baby, the seed that you have is going to produce flowers that, have different colors than the mother and the father. So technically the seed will produce flowers that have random color. Also the size, the petal might not be this big, this double. And this is my new zinnia breeding project. This is Oklahoma. This is unicorn from Florida. This is unicorn too. And this is probably Victorian wedding, Queen Lamb series. So the bees will cross-pollinate between each variety that I grow here. What you doing? And this is another breeding project for bigger varieties. These are Binary Giant. This is Floret something. Forget the name. This one from Johnny Seeds, Aurora. Look at this one, unbelievable. Oh, come on, look at this. This one from Floret. The bees will cross-pollinate between each varieties. At the end of the season, I will come here to collect the seeds, and the seed then will produce new color for me, which is very exciting. This one a little bit too red. I might not collect the seed from this one. Our wildflowers garden have been in a transition stage from spring to summer. In spring, it has a lot of, tulips, forget-me-not, beautiful flowers, and then they kind of die back, and then there's nothing so much going on, and now it starts putting on the summer show. The coreopsis that I just added in spring now start blooming. Also, this little salvia is so cute. Canicia is coming back from last year. The lavender, oh my goodness, just unbelievable. Hey yo, what's going on? Can I touch? Ah, he's so cute and so friendly. I love you. Oh, bye-bye. I just really love that everything is intermingled, mixing into each other. And this Verbena bonarensis that's floating on top of all the other flowers. The forget-me-not is done blooming. and they drop the seed everywhere. These are their babies. Hydrangeas are blooming now. I really love when hydrangea have so many colors in one plant. Some of them are very pink, some of them are very blue, and some of them have blue and pink and purple in one flowers. A lot of people ask me, Crane, how come your hydrangeas are so lush and so beautiful and they look so healthy? I have 3 tips for you. First, when you plant them, you want to give them a lot of compost. Dig the hole as big as possible and then dump the compost in the hole and then plant the hydrangeas on top of that compost. The second tip is watering. You want to make sure that you give your hydrangeas a lot of water, okay? But they should not be sitting on water. And the third tip is to give them half-day sun, not full sun, not full shade. This crepe myrtle tree that I have, they give a little shade to our hydrangeas. But at the same time, my hydrangeas still receive sunlight. So you want to make sure that they get about maybe 4 or 5 hours of sun. Also this one, I planted next to the maple tree, but on the other side of the garden, there's no tree. So they receive like half day of sunlight. That's so lovely. Let's talk about roses. They have done blooming and I'm gonna come here to deadhead all of these seed pods soon so they can rebloom later in the season. My roses are not perfect and they also have black spots like you guys. Also look at it, there are bug damage everywhere. But if you feed them well enough with a lot of compost and fertilizer and full sun, they will produce new leaf on the top that looks very healthy like this. I don't spray my roses with any chemicals. I don't use pesticide or herbicide. I just feed them very, very heavy so they keep producing new healthy leaf and new healthy flowers. Same thing as the petunia. I just keep feeding them. Sometimes they will get caterpillar. Look at that, caterpillars are coming. But again, if you give them a lot of compost, nutrient and fertilizer like me from the beginning, you don't have to worry about anything. Also this marigold, I prep the soil, add a lot of compost and fertilizer, also water irrigation. These are special varieties called strawberry blonde from burr pea seeds. These are also the giant petunia from burr pea seeds too.
Full stop. Can't believe I live in your thoughts. I think about you all the time, morning, evening, and midnight. Such a wonderful delight. Forgo, give up everything that I own. Yeah, I'd give it all up now just to be with you somehow. Unexpected love was found. You're the rose in a garden, and it shows if I'm honest. You're the leaves in mid-August, and I've come out here to say that I love you. Ooh, ooh, you, ooh, ooh. So slow, hold you in my arms, won't let go. The world around could pass us by, a thunderstorm, a lightning strike, as we hold each other tight. You're the rose in a garden, and it shows if I'm honest. You're the leaves in mid-August, and I've come out here to say that I love you. Ooh, ooh, rose in a garden, and it shows if I'm on it. You're the leaves
Why
in
did-
mid-August, and I've come out here to say, hey, you're the rose in a garden, and it shows if I'm on it. You're the leaves in mid-August, and I've come out here to say, hey, that I love you.
I also have heard a lot of people are saying that I can't grow flowers because I have a lot of animals, deer, rabbit, groundhog, so on and so on, keep eating my flowers. I hear you, and I want to let you know that I have lost a lot of flowers and plants and vegetables to animals. But here what I am going to tell you. You can grow so many plants and flowers that animal is not going to eat at all. And here Foxglove is one of them. I am planting it next to lavender and Russian sage here. Milkweed is one of the plants, the flowers that my deer don't touch at all. I mean the deer that live in my front yard here, they don't eat the milkweed at all. However, they spread all over here. But that's totally okay because I cannot grow anything else here because the deer gonna eat them. Plus, they are native plants in New Jersey. They support bees, butterfly, insects, especially the monarch butterfly, which is in danger. And you can also grow some trees like this dogwood that they are not gonna eat. Oh, it's so cute. Hello. The deer also don't eat the irises. They bloom beautifully a few weeks ago and now they produce the seed. You don't want to keep it because you want the energy to go to the corms. Clippers are definitely better. Cut it. Holds them out. Gonna chop this up in the garden and it will slowly degrade and become fertilizer for these irises. Our foxglove have finished blooming and now it's time for me to make this decision. I can either let them go to seed, you see they are producing seed here, or I can just cut it out like that. And you kind of cut them almost right, by this. Leave some leaves, okay? And here's what you have left, like little plants here. So this one didn't bloom, but I'm sure that they will take this summer to grow and then they will bloom next year. The reason why I cut off the foxglove flowers because I hope that they will send the energy to the plant. The plant will send the energy to themselves by absorbing the sun, the water, the nutrient, and then they might rebloom again later in the season. And if not, I hope that they'll store the energy and then they will bloom very, very big next year, like what I showed you in the last video. By the way, this is catmint. It's one of the deer-resistant plants. I think you can call it deer-proof because I don't think deer eat them at all. They are very, very easy to grow and they look like lavender. They smell good. The cat loves them. The bee also loves them. Hello, baby. A lot of non-gardener people think that they are lavender because of the color and the form, but they're not. In fact, they are more colorful because the flowers are bigger than lavender. And that's one of the native plants that deer don't eat. They are native cactus in New Jersey, my area. Some people call them prickle pear, I don't know why. They are forming a lot of buds and they are going to bloom very beautifully in just a few days. And that's the elephant ear that I just planted last week. Of course, I plant them here because deer don't eat them. This one is done. This one is done too. However, I am going to leave some stem to produce seeds because I will collect the seed later and then I will have a lot more foxglove to grow. And I hope that I can share some of the seeds with you guys whenever they're ready, okay? And some of you might be saying, Crane, why are you so mean? Why do you tell us to cut the beauty away from our garden? I mean, just calm down, okay? Just relax and let me show you something. In the last couple weeks, I have been deadheading these lupins. I felt so terrible doing that because I just feel bad to cut flowers. But look at them now. They send out a lot more flowers. Do you see I cut the flowers right there? Look at what it is now. 3 more, 4 more, 5 more. There's another babies and there's some more babies hidden inside there too. Do you remember in the last video I cut these sweet williams on this side of the bed right to the ground and you were yelling at me why you cut that sweet william that hard? I mean, only some of you yell at me, including Jason. And look at them, they're sending out babies right from where I cut it, right there. See the babies? Oh. And I pot up this guy, which is my favorite flowers. It's been blooming already.
We're cutting this burning bush down. So you can see it's spread all through this whole garden. Very invasive, so we're gonna try to take a big chunk of it out and maybe replant some more native plants and trees and shrubs. Maybe some like rhododendrons and yeah. I mean, this was a nice filler for a while, but it's starting to really get out of control, so.
I just can't believe that my delphinia that I started in winter this year inside and then I transplant outside, they are blooming. I should have staked this one. Oh, I'm so sorry. This is why staking is so important. Oh, for some reason that one doesn't flop. To be honest with you, I did not start this sunflowers. It self-seeded themselves. It's self-seeded from last year. Okay, yeah, that's the right way to say. But look at them, they are so tall, they're so big, and that's because I have a lot of compost. The soil in this spot is very healthy and there's a lot of nutrient. Wow, this is crazy. By the way, I am 6 feet tall. This is probably about 8 feet tall. Holy moly. These are the sunflowers that I started them from seed and they are start blooming. Yay. These are cut flowers varieties, so they are a little bit smaller, which is perfect for bouquet. If you want your sunflowers to be even smaller so you can arrange them easily, you can plant them very close together like this. Okay, look at them. Haha. You guys are so cute. My best strategy to deal with animals who come to eat my flowers or my vegetables is patience. If you wait long enough until all the other plants and vegetation in the wild, I mean in your backyard, has grown. The animal, the groundhog, chocoball, chocochip, the deer, they will come to eat those things instead of your flowers or vegetables. After a big battle, finally my lettuce get to survive, chocoball and chocochip. And now it's my turn to eat them. Isn't my life miserable? You have to wait for the groundhog to eat your lettuce first, then you can get to eat them. This guy just get to survive. I don't have the heart to harvest this because it's so beautiful. This guy I harvest very hard, maybe last week. Look at them. They are growing back from the base of the planter. And this guy will bloom. Chocoball and Choco Chip also stopped eating my marigold. I mean, after I lost about 40% of them. Only a few days later, our cosmos have grown so fast, and now they are taller than the netting support that I just gave them the other day. That's why you should provide support to our babies before they even need it. The sooner the better, so they don't flop all over the place. Look at this guy. I should stake them soon. I have a masterclass video how to grow cosmos from seed to bouquets, every single step. And it's free. I will put the link in the description. There are two kinds of tomatoes. The first one is bush tomato or determinate tomato. They're gonna grow like a bush, okay? And then they will produce tomatoes and then they will die. And the second one is the vining tomatoes or indeterminate tomato. They grow like a vine and spread all over the place, and then they keep doing that until winter, until the frost kill them. I always go the vining tomatoes or the indeterminate tomato because I don't know why. I just happen to grow them, and what I have to do with them is to train them on a string like this or anything, okay? But they need some kind of support. Otherwise, they will flop on the ground because they will, spread like a vine all over the place. However, they don't have tendrils like the sweet pea or cucumber. So you can kind of twist them around the rope like this, okay? Shoop. These ropes, I got it from Thailand, but I'm pretty sure that you can find something similar here from either online or from your garden center and or home improvement store. And then I stapled it with a garden staple to the soil in the pot, and then I hang it, over the beam of the greenhouse. I'm gonna cut off this little armpit because I want this tomato to grow very tall. So this one, so bye-bye. I have to cut this guy off, otherwise it will grow, and then flop all over the place. My plan is to have this tomato have the energy sent to the top, and then the top will, continue to grow, and then I will continue to twist it through the rope. People call this thing armpit because it looks like an armpit. Just cut it off. Also this one. Oh, here, this is what happened when I forget to do it. I didn't come to do it. It's gonna go twice, side branch like this, and it's gonna flop. We don't want that. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. And this guy go from the bottom. It has to bye-bye. And these grown from the seed that I have in my compost pile. Yeah, they are tomatoes, but I don't need them now. And that's my cucumber. Hello. You guys so creepy. Go away. And that are the sunflowers that self-seeded in the cucumber pot. Oh my gosh. So the cucumbers are gonna continue to grow through the vines right there. Okay, and then I will hang them. I mean the vines will go over the beam and eventually it's gonna, produce the cucumbers on the beam and it's gonna look so cute. I have one on the other side too. Whoop, 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 whoop. Gonna continue to grow on the top and calm it right there. You have no idea how good the smell in the greenhouse now. I barely cut sweet pea this year because I want to keep them all for myself for this greenhouse. This is hyacinth, the most fragrant sweet pea that I grow. This is the BFF sweet pea that I got from my flower friend. I really love when any flowers have two colors like this. This is Yvette and the most productive sweet pea that I grow, and they bloom before any other varieties. Just like majority of annual flowering plants, you can keep deadheading it. Don't let them go to seed, then they will continue to produce flowers for you. Bye bye. Bye bye. Except this Yvette and I am going to save the seed for next year, so I'm gonna let that go to seed. This tomato is the opposite because I grow it in the pot like this, and I don't have the string support, the big support for them, so I'm gonna reduce the size by cutting the top off like this. Maybe like this. Here's look what happened when I don't, give them enough support or they reduce the size. So I'm gonna just cut this out. This one too, already flopping. Shoop. Doing this will also help our tomato to get more sunlight, and then they will ripe pretty fast. Same thing with this one. Let's cut it off. For this vining tomato that I grow here in my vegetable garden, I plan to train them a little differently. I'm gonna, tie it with the fence here, and then I will let the fence to be their support. And sometimes you have to help our babies a little bit to, get the support that they have. I recommend reducing the bottom leaves because people said that it can, attract disease or something. I'm not sure that's true or not, but I am doing this because I want my tomato to send the energy to the top. And also it looks nicer without the leaves at the bottom. I like to train them to be a tree like this. And on the top, it will, send out the side branches. Then I will spread the side branches into sides of the fence. For this one, I'm gonna cut this armpit off for now. Here, the general rule of thumb when growing vegetables. If you are growing plants to produce fruits like tomatoes, cucumbers, peppers, you want to reduce some of the leaves so the energy in the plant all go to producing the fruits. But if you are growing vegetables to eat the leaves, something like lettuce, basil, you want to deadhead the flowers. Keep deadheading the flowers because you don't want the plant to send energy to the flowers and to produce seed. You want all the energy go to the leaves so you can eat the leaves. These are arugula, so I'm gonna take the flowers out. Basil. Bye bye. Bye bye. You can actually use this for a little posy. Oh, one more right there. This is some kind of marigold, which I forget the name, so I'm gonna cut some of it. So when I cut the top, it's gonna produce side branches like this. Same thing like basil. Let me cut some calendula. This is bad. You don't want this to go to seed, otherwise it will stop producing. fever film, gonna cut it before it flop. Maybe a little bit of roses. Gonna split this. Take all the leaves out because you don't want it to rot in the water. Just drop it for now. Basil, drop it. Roses, marigold, now fill the empty spot with whatever flowers you have left. I have a lot of fill here, so I'm gonna just ta-da! Here we go, a little edible flower arrangement that you can do it, and you don't even need long stem of flowers. You can just make it and look cute on your kitchen table, dining table. And they smell so good, and you can also eat them. Oh my god, no, don't eat them, just maybe basil. The vegetable looking good. After choco ball and choco chip, find something else to eat. More sunflowers in the vegetable garden. Those are some edible flowers, and corns and pumpkins. Look at those tomatoes. They grow so fast this time of the year, so you better support them soon. My 4-season garden is also in a transition. A lot of new things coming up now, and there will be more flowers later in the season. A lot of lavender, variegated boxwood, and on the back is catmint. That is salvia, and on the back is loosestrife. These are a little bell flowers, which can be, spreading, can be aggressive. So be careful if you grow them. In fall last year, I saved this geranium from my outdoor planters, and then I repot them and then put them under grow light inside the house. And in early spring, I repot them and then I bring them outside. And look at them now. I probably save about $30 saving all this geranium or pelargonium. And that one is blooming too. The succulent tray looks pretty healthy. If you have succulent inside your house and they are sad, you may wanna take them outside like me. And they will look plump and look cute like this. Look at this little guy. Do you remember this one? Like 2 months ago, they were so sad. Now it's like a swan.